I feel like beef for us right now should not be the priority because there's a lot of people that are of the opinion that beef is good for hip hop to like have conversations. But for me, I'll point out to the old days, the time when Olamide and Fino were collaborating. It was bigger than any beef in the industry. The time when MI was hot,
I don't think it was
it was
big.
bigger than any beef.
I don't think.
It was
Okay,
bigger and better for hip hop. It did
let
more for
me.
hip hop than any beef has ever done for hip hop in Nigeria.
Why exactly did you decide to go the route of going out to freestyle in public spaces in Port Harcourt, like motor parks and all them places where you were doing the freestyling? I love the freestyling, by the way. I beef you because of that, because I'm not too much of a freestyler. But but why did you decide to go that route? And do you have any fears, like how people would whether they would accept that or not, and whether they will see your phone and things like that outside there?
So yeah, I thought about it like business. See, my speak pidgin, maybe using
You know.
like I want something just the different, and because of the way the music business is really expensive now, I don't have the big budgets. I just needed to find a way to get the attention of the people as fast as I could, as creative as possible. And I thought, why not just take your talent to the streets and post it on the internet? Because the internet is now a place where people could just showcase their talents. I just thought about it, and I was worried at some points because I'm shy a lot. So, but I summoned courage to go to the streets and do it, and it turned out well. I was worried that people were going to be like, this guy now only freestyle. I was worried too that they were going to box me into the freestyle genre and just keep me there. But like, I knew that there was nothing that could not come out from, because I had music ready too. So I went and introduced myself, give them the freestyle, and they loved it, and I started giving them music, which I'm doing now. By putting out my EP, Life on the Wave, I'm pushing it. Apart from the freestyle, so they know that this guy can also make music too.
Okay, to me, that's some direct marketing, really. And yes, it was brave and cool, really. And I also like the fact that you actually had music to drop quickly, because some people, I know a lot of rappers who got stuck on the freestyle thing. So now people just, like you said, have boxed them in on freestyle. They just know them as freestyle
For
artists.
me, I feel like people, especially in the mainstream industry, do not. If you do your research well about DanDizzy, I've had hits in my region. I had multiple hits in my region from music, proper music that went viral in my region. I performed at shows. I get paid to perform at shows, and so like when I started doing the freestyle, I already had hits in my city. I just needed a larger audience. That's why I had to do the freestyle. So the music was never going to be an issue for me.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Nice one.
You came from an era where there was no internet, it was majorly radio, and everything was analog. How was it like for you guys then, for you personally then, navigating that era? And how was it like? I'm very curious to know how you guys push music then. How did you guys move music to the audience from the studio to everything? I want to know the entire process. I want you to just break it down for me as fast as you can.
It was crazy because there was no social media like you have now. So it was basically from the studio to the streets. We had just a couple of radio stations back then, sef, and then even the TV itself wasn't as, there weren't as many as there are
So do you,
now.
do you record a song and you know that when you go to the studio, how do you pick? I want to know from how you pick the songs, and then the first thing you do after you find the song, or how you find the song.
Okay, if you have this, it depends. If you have this, it's either you have the song already in your head and then you need a beat. Then you talk to your producer, or sometimes the producer can say, "Oh, I have some beats," and they play the beats. And if you have something that goes with one of them, you go. Okay, like let me give you a quick example. If you remember my song "Big Bros,"
Yeah.
Feast Up My Flow, myself, OJB, and a couple of others were outside Baja, OJB's studio then in Surulere. We're all outside, like Nomalos, God rest his soul, and so many other people, like 10 of us were just outside our bounds. Jafar, we're just kicking it outside OJB's studio, and he kept going, dun, 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 dun. He kept humming it under his breath, dun, 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 dun. And I was like beside him, every other person was there. You know, we'll talk, we'll talk, we'll talk. Anytime he's not saying anything, he just goes, dun, 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 dun. Then I looked at him like, what's that thing you're humming? He said, oh no, it's an idea of a beat that came to his head. I was like, eh. I just leaned close and I was like, I have these 3 verses I wrote yesterday at home. And I think the hook goes to this thing. He said, yeah. I'm not trying to start trouble again, guys. This was a long time ago. Then I just told him, he has to do it one libe like this. He said, let's go inside. And we just snuck away from everybody.
Everything.
We got in the studio and he was like, let me hear the hook. And I said, you know, feet stop my flow, you know, feet stop my shine now. You can't take what's mine. Now my time to rock this industry and rule. I am Ruggedman, I know fear you. And he just played, bam, he just played that same thing. Dun, 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 dun,
And it
dun,
just
dun, dun,
went.
dun. And I was like, oh, he just played that. Then he put a beat. Boom, 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 boom. I did the first verse to the beat. He was like, yeah, he just started adding a few other things and he said, let's voice. Bro, he made the beat in like 5 minutes. I voiced in like 10 minutes.
That's crazy.
And in like 20, 25 minutes, we were back outside and both of us were looking at each other and chuckling.
Because you knew you had made
You know
something.
what we had just done
So
inside?
from that process now,
Yeah.
how do you now get the music out there?
Okay, for you to get the music out there, it was one, the few radio stations you know, and you had to go to them. You know, there was no blog. I think there were blogs.
Was there a
but
guarantee like, oh, they are going to
that they're
accept
going
this
to play?
music? They're going to
No,
play
there's
it.
no guarantee, but that's where your level of creativity and the type of music you're bringing now comes into it. I guess I would say controversy helped me. When I dropped nobody had done that. Nobody from our time had done that. So I just came straight, like I said in the song, I named names, I flogged with cane, and everyone like, oh, what's going on? See, they call everybody out. And every radio station then wanted to play it because that was the song people were talking. It had gone viral. Let's put it that way.
It was
But
viral
without
in the
social
sense,
media,
yeah.
without social media,
It
everybody
makes
was talking.
sense.
And it was word of mouth, really. First time I ever performed was that we opened for Lagbaja and it was a live band, not CD.
CD. That's crazy.
You understand? So it was word of mouth. Getting your music out there was word of mouth. And then like you did your freestyling in the market and marketplace, everywhere you did your freestyling. I can tell you that I trekked from Gbaja. I trekked the whole of Ikorodu Road to Maryland to Ikeja with a backpack of my CDs. I had my posters. I had my Ruggedman CD out now, posters in there. And of course, I printed A4 papers from business centers. I did like a contract, Ruggedman, and I put a space. So I was stopping at every business center, every salon, every DJ studio, anywhere that I know that people gather. I'll walk in there, I'll go with my backpack on foot, and I'll say, hey, guys, I'm Ruggedman, I'm the one that sang this song. They're like, oh, okay. Because of course we didn't have that much.
I think I'm going to adopt this strategy now for the modern
It still
era.
works. Yeah,
It's
you
still,
can.
I think it can still work.
Tweak it. So
Something.
I walk in there and I tell them I'm the one that did this. So and I'm like, okay, but CDs were 150 then, 150 naira then. So I say, you know what? I'll give you 10, but at 100 naira. So if you sell at 150, you're making 50 naira. You know, but what I do now, let me tell you, pay me half upfront, and then I come back later and collect the rest. So once they agree, they sign, they give me the money, I give them the CDs. Whatever is on their show glass, I remove it. The sliding mirror, I remove it. In that same backpack, I had scotch tape, sellotape, stapler, gum. So I just stick my poster there, I go outside and check. Ruggedman CD sold here. And I walk to the next place. That's what I would say. But then I blew up. And I didn't go back to collect my 50 I pay me. A lot of them are owing me, but hey.
But it makes sense. It's a win-win for you.
So we kind of like did same
Similar
thing, but
to
on different levels.
eras,
Yeah.
So I want to get your opinion on rap beefs, and based on the song that you did, you just spoke about and I'm like, since was like a controversial song and was like a song that initiated a lot of beef back in the day, what's your opinion on rap beef and in relation to hip hop today?
Rap beef is just like beef, any beef, trust me. Whether they're in every house, in every society, there will always be somebody who either doesn't like you or like something you do. So, and once they like make any move towards that, is that not beef? That's beef. So the only reason mine went the way it went is because I'm a rapper. So I had to put it into music, basically. And I still don't call what I did, I don't still call it a diss track. To me, it was just constructive criticism. That's what I call it. So, from what a lot of people said back then, I name names, I flogged with a cane, I opened people's eyes. That's how they put it. I remember being called the industry watchdog. I remember being called somebody who revolutionized the Nigerian music industry because a lot of people actually sat up. What did I do with the song? I complained. I wasn't hailing myself. I was just complaining that we have rappers, but I felt mediocrity was being celebrated instead of the creative
I think
rappers.
we're having the same type of issue today
Right.
in the hip hop industry right now.
No, it depends. You know, it's a bit different. I know you're talking Odumodu and Black
No, I'm
Bones.
not talking. I'm not talking
Oh,
about
okay.
Odumode. Odumode and Black Bones are actually amazing, fantastic rappers. I'm not even talking about
That's what I was
Odumode.
going to say. It's different because mine, I was complaining that mediocrity was being celebrated.
But mediocrity is being
Instead,
celebrated today. Don't you think a lot of
do a
media?
hair part two, DanDizzy.
But for me, my own
I get you.
opinion, my own
Yeah.
opinion is that rap beefs for me in today's age now are doing more damage to hip hop than any good it could
I
ever
don't
do.
think so.
I think let me tell you why I think
Okay.
so.
Right.
Because in the grand scheme of things here, hip hop as a genre is having like a very bad moment right now in
It's
terms of
taking its backseat
in terms of
for too
sales,
long.
in terms of quality of music, in terms of the type of audience that we attract these days. It's like we have like a very rigid audience now that just like, oh, give us hip hop, give us strict bars, give us the punchlines. And then they are not the ones that are paying
They're not
for
buying.
they're not buying,
That
they're
part
not
didn't start today.
paying, they are
Go
not
on.
coming out to support. They just want you to sound dope so that they can be like, oh, this guy is dope, and then they move on from you.
Hip hop, yo.
You know? So like I feel like beef for us right now should not be the priority because there's a lot of people that are of the opinion that beef is good for hip hop to like have conversations. But for me, I'll point out to the old days, the time when Olamide and Fino were collaborating. It was bigger than any beef in the industry. The time when MI was hot,
I don't think it was
it was
big.
bigger than any beef.
I don't think.
It was
Okay.
bigger and better for hip hop. It did more
me-
for hip hop than any beef has ever done for hip hop in Nigeria.
You think so?
The Olamide and Fino collaboration did more for hip hop than any beef.
You know where? You know where? I'll
Because
correct-
let me
you
tell
know-
you,
okay,
people take
finish up.
losses. For me, there's always a winner and a loser in rap beefs. And when there's rap beef, after the whole buzz, everything dies down. Everybody moves on. And for us as a genre that's struggling with keeping our audience and raising finance, we should focus a lot more now on collaborating and putting them, because these Afrobeat guys, they can have beef with each other, but they'll just pretend and smile and do a song.
But how would
I
you-
don't like this guy, but I need to get his verse.
Now
Let's just shoot
let
the
me
video and
ask
get
you
the
this
money.
question: How do you actually expect? How do you imagine an Afrobeat artist trying to do a beef song? I don't like you. I don't
No, but
like
like,
you.
but,
I don't like you at all.
no, but,
That's
but
it.
you can't say they
It
don't do
won't
beef
work.
songs. They do beef songs.
Yeah,
though.
that's what
Afrobeat
I'm
guys
saying.
do beef songs.
Yeah, but have you ever seen one tagged a beef song really?
But it's
No.
because hip hop is like a very intellectual genre. It's a genre
Now
that
you're
you
going
need
there.
to talk your
Good.
talk. You can't be
So now back to you saying Olamide and Fino's collaboration did more
for hip hop than any rap beef.
It didn't. You know why it didn't? Because number one, I am sitting here. I did and like I said, actually paved the way for a lot of hip hop heads to know that it can be done, and somebody is actually finally speaking
But
up
you
for
are
us.
saying, you told me now that is not a beef song.
No, for me, I said it was no. Hold on, it was constructive criticism by me.
By you. That was
But
constructive
how
criticism.
did people
But
take
I'm
it?
saying
Hold
you are
on,
not going head to head with anybody.
Hold on. Have you listened to her? Did you ever listen to her?
No, I didn't listen to him.
That's why you're saying what you're saying. And that's why the first lines of her was, no more games. I go straight. I go name names. I no go lay blame. I called people out from artists.
Did they respond?
That is not my problem. But I did what I did. And at the end of the day, that opened the door for a whole lot of hip hop heads to come through. Hold on now.
Okay.
And that was the genesis of everything. That a whole lot of rappers from your Olamide Olamide to Fino are enjoying today. So now Olamide and Fino's collaboration did a whole lot for them and for hip hop
as a genre.
You understand? But before them, there were people. After them, there have been people. You're sitting here today now. You want to say your own efforts are not doing anything for hip hop?
No, but like,
but what I'm trying to say about the
in
beef
comparison
part,
to rap beefs.
no, hold on. Before Black Bones responded to, before Black Bones did a
Deep
song
ACL.
for Odumodu, what was buzzing about hip hop?
What was buzzing about hip hop? If Odumodu had a hip hop song that was buzzing, if you like Jim,
hold on, that's one artist. So let's remove. Wait. Are you Gen Z? I need to ask.
I'm kind of Gen Z.
You're kind of Gen Z. Because I've been trying to.
Go.
No, hold on. I know why I'm saying this because I've had a couple of interviews. So I was trying to mention a few.
I know.
Gen
A few of your
No,
rappers.
not mine. I mean Gen Z because
You can still mention from your time.
No. My time. We know the rappers from my time, but I'm looking for Gen Z rappers.
We
I'm
have
looking for real.
there's Black Bones, there's me, there's Jerick, there's Aguero Banks, there's a whole lot. There's a whole
But
lot.
a lot of people don't know a lot of these other people.
It's because
I know you. I know. That's what I'm saying.
It's because music is regional now. It's not the way it used to be in your time when everything was central.
No, I want to agree to that. You know why?
Music is way regional now.
You know why I want to agree to that? Because
why?
you have the social media, you have platforms everywhere that you can actually plug yourself worldwide, nationwide.
Regardless of
So
how you
why
plug
would
yourself,
you still be?
No, nobody is saying music being regional does not mean you can't plug yourself on the internet.
Yeah, so
It's
because you
about
just...
people that relate to you, no matter where you plug yourself. If you plug yourself on the internet and you are rapping in Igbo, a lot of the Igbo guys are going to relate with you.
Yeah, but
it's more regional.
But it still doesn't mean
it's way more regional.
Hold on. Do they know Fino's music outside Nigeria?
Yes.
Thank you. So it's not regional.
No, they will have people.
And he raps in what?
No, like
he raps in what?
He raps in Igbo and English. Fino is a superstar, but the way music
he works to get there.
No,
so everybody else, nobody should. How would I say this now? Rely on it's regional.
No. It's good. It's actually really good. It's actually a good thing.
You will forever be known from where you're from. That's one thing. But now you need to go out.
I don't agree with you with that because
if you stay there. I'm saying if you stay there.
Let me tell you, in you people's time and now, there are some people that even now, there's some people that blew up in Lagos and they don't have roots.
Yeah, but hold on. But you just said what I added. I said that's if you stay there.
If you stay there.
You can't be in Kano and blow up in Kano and
music being regional does not mean you can't be a global superstar. Music being regional is that you have to build from where you're from for a more stronger community and an identity for you to upscale to being a global superstar or whatever you want to become. Because now it's no longer the time when you can just come to Lagos and then you do a collaboration the way you said you were walking around the Keja and sharing your CD and then you did your own type of marketing and you blow up. Now it's more about who are the people supporting you? Who are the people behind you? Where are you from? People want to know where you're from. What's your story? You need to have a story. This guy is a rapper. Okay, what's his story? Okay, Jerick, he's a rapper. He's from the East. He built a community and he has people singing his song. He did a show at the stadium and he sold out even before coming to Lagos. That's his story.
Yeah,
that's music being regional.
But that's for people who just want to see Lagos. Okay, well, I get what you mean because a lot of people used to say if you don't blow in Lagos, you don't. Yeah, but see, our time it was like that because we didn't have the kind of things available now to a lot of artists. So I grew up in Lagos, so it's not like I came to Lagos. So I grew up in Lagos, so I blew up in Lagos and I got known in Lagos. But fortunately for me, yes, because I blew up in Lagos, it put me everywhere. You understand? But there's some people now that are known where they are, where they're from, but they don't really know them outside where they're from. Then there are also others who are known where they're from, and then thanks to social media, it gets them to other places. You understand? So, but back to the beef thing, yeah? It does good for hip-hop, and it does good for the artists, too. Because at the end of the day, you and I
it does good for one artist, the winner of the beef.
Oh, my brother, no. You know why? Winner of the beef, did they give an award for winner of the beef? No, it's just bragging rights. It's bragging rights. But at the end of the day, right now, people are listening to Odumodu, and now they're listening to Black Bones more, too. But before Black Bones dropped this song, who was buzzing more?
I think they were both big.
No.
Odumodu was buzzing more.
I said buzzing. I didn't say who's big. They're both big. But who was buzzing more? Thank you. But immediately Black Bones did the diss track for Odumodu. He's buzzing too. So now, did it help or is it or not helping?
As a genre, he helped Black Bones. He helped Black Bones.
And then what do
they
both?
He didn't do anything for hip hop as a genre. I'll argue that he didn't do nothing for hip hop as a genre.
Okay, but I will ask you this question.
It took us 5 steps back for me personally.
Okay, before I ask you how, I'll ask you this. What genre are they both into?
They are both hip-hop artists.
And are people listening to them right now?
People are listening to them.
Are they talking about them right now?
They're talking about them.
Okay.
So, but...
As a lawyer, I'll say I rest my case.
But as a genre, to advance the genre forward more than
No.
because I want us to have good moments all the time
You
without
cannot
rap beef.
Yeah, that's like you say you want it to
But
be
every
perfect. That's like you say you want life to be perfect. It's impossible.
It's not about wanting life to be perfect, but let me tell you what happens every day when I log on Twitter. They're having conversations about Afrobeat guys every day,
Yes.
regardless of beef. They're talking about, oh, look at his dressing.
And I will tell
Oh,
you.
look
And I
at
will
his.
tell you
Oh,
again.
look at
And
his.
I will
Oh,
tell
look
you
at
again.
his pictures. Oh, look at the video he posted. Oh, look at who he's hanging with.
So now let me ask
It's not
you.
about any. It's not always
but
about beef.
But let me tell you this. What's stopping the hip hop artists from doing all of this?
It's the beef.
No,
It's
before the
beef.
beef. Okay, what was happening before the beef?
They were friends. They had a
No,
couple of.
I'm not
Even the
even
songs
leaving
they
it.
did
I'm
when
not
they were
leaving it.
friends
Hold on.
is
I'm
bigger
not
than the beef songs that they've
I'm
dropped.
not even just talking about Odumodu and Black Bulls. I'm
But,
just talking about
I'm just giving them
hip-hop
as a
itself.
reference. I'm
Yeah.
giving that as a reference. There was a time a Ghanaian rapper dissed Nigerian rappers, and Dremo responded. When Dremo was responding, he was buzzing. He was everywhere on Twitter. And then after the rap beef, everybody went back home and be like, "Yeah, we're done. We're
So now
close."
let me tell you what the problem for this is. Yeah, the consumers now, especially this generation, they're just all about cruise and vibes. So I remember when you just said a minutes ago, you said rap is about intellectual. You understand? They don't get time for that now. They just want to cruise. Quick example I'll give you is social media. You post something, I said this to you yesterday, you post something on Instagram. God help you if your caption is like maybe 3 paragraphs. One of the first comments you read is, please, who has read what he wrote? Please summarize for us. They don't care. They just want whatever they can vibe with. That's why a lot of them move to Afrobeats more, because it's easy for them. But
For
when
me,
you drop a hip hop track, you're just there.
I'd argue that for me, I argue for this particular comment you made. I argue that it is where we are as a country right now, in every way, from like our political system, the type of life we're living now. The bar is low everywhere.
We all see your storytelling, side when your attribute from your music. So I want to ask this: do you think your storytelling is impacted when you write versus when you freestyle?
I feel like they complement each other, because sometimes when I freestyle, the first line that comes out of my mouth will be the hardest line in the entire song I'm making. When I want to freestyle, when I'm spontaneous, and when I find the entire line, I take my time. When I find the first line that leads me in the direction I want to go to, my writing skills now helps me finesse it and make it like a whole ass verse.
Okay.
But freestyling and writing complement each other for me, because you can't write off of the air. You write off of your
Something,
that
yeah.
comes from your head. So I allow myself to be spontaneous, and then I use my writing to finesse it and make everything sound better. For me, I feel like both of them go hand in hand for me. I can't do it without the, or one cannot do without the other.
Okay.
As someone that's founded the label, and for me that left a record deal to just be on my own and push myself, what do you think can be done to make the relationship between artists and labels better?
Transparency is one of the best things. Transparency. I'll hammer on transparency, because I try to tell artists that a record label signing you is not a poverty alleviation program for you and your family. It's a business. The record label is not doing you a favor, and then you as an artist, you're not doing the record label a favor. You guys should do business. It's supposed to be you do your part, the label does its part. So where I now come in with the transparency is the record label should be transparent with how whatever business they transact, because they're going to be doing a whole lot of spending and business on behalf of that artist. So now, if only record labels would actually just sit with the artist, or should let the artist know before they do any spending, so the artist can also be part of those who will sign off on it. So the artist gets a copy of a receipt and they keep one. So that at the end of the day, if you don't just come out and tell an artist you spent 200 billion and the artist goes, how?
Because for me, I think because of the way Nigeria is right now, and we like a lot of anyhowness and lack of professionalism, most people have no business starting record labels.
Yeah. If you can't be professional,
Because
if you can't be
it's not
transparent,
even about being
don't.
professional and being transparent. How creativity is, how working with creative people feels like. It's not like working 9 to 5. It
But
can never be like working
no
9 to
matter
5.
no matter how you want to work with these people, you still have to be professional. You have
No,
to
but
wait. Did you come here with your manager?
I came here with my manager.
Thank you. So now, would you sign anything without your manager
No.
seeing it? Now that's you being professional.
Yeah.
But if you just go on your own and sign anything and do anything,
But
problem comes.
I like how you are sounding like this because of the exposure you have and the knowledge you have of the music business and the entertainment business overall.
Yeah, but
I'm picturing
okay.
a young artist, talented from the hood, just want to make it out. Somebody comes, offers them a deal, and be like, "I'm going to do all of this for you."
But will this artist now, that's from the hood and all, he or she actually has been seeing and following some other artists, yeah? Google is the same artist friend, yeah? Thank you. So
I feel like you're going to be a very strict dad. But let me just use myself as an example.
Good.
When I was younger, I signed the deal. It was I don't want to say it's a bad deal. It was not a favorable deal for me at the time. I looked at the deal.
Signed it.
I didn't like the terms, but someone advised I signed it and just get myself out of the hood.
Now, if I was your dad for real, I would flog you. For the part, someone advised.
Yeah, but let me.
I would have preferred if you did it yourself.
Let me land. So I signed the deal. I got into the label. I worked hard. I did songs. I made music, and they were not pushing hard enough. I knew they had invested some money. I knew they had put in a lot of time and energy. And I walked up to the label owner and be like, "Look, boss, please, can you let me leave? What is the way for me if I wanted to leave this deal? Because this is my life's work. I don't want to come and be chilling because there was a house, there was a room, I was comfortable, I had everything I needed, but I just needed...
What you were looking for wasn't just comfort.
Yeah, so I walked up because I was reasonable enough to go to my label. We are cool, me and my label boss, my former label boss, we are cool today. I walked up to him and told him that I wanted to leave and I had to leave, and he offered me something more. I'd be like, nah, I just have to leave. I don't want to be in more debt. Let me know what it is that can make it possible for me to leave. And he was kind enough to let me leave, and I respect him for that. So I feel like some people just do not understand music business enough to be record label owners. And some artists too need to be grateful, because for someone to invest in you,
money that you don't have.
It's not easy to find somebody that will remove 1 million naira and put on top of your head, and you come and wake up one morning and say you want to go, you want to bounce. So it's a two-way thing. Yeah. Artists need to be, for me, artists really need to be a little bit more grateful, because a lot of times, because me, I've been talented since I was young. Imagine I could freestyle.
You said I've been talented since I was young.
Everybody was gassing me up.
You're supposed to have been hit in the head and you just got talent.
No. Everybody be gassing me up every time they see me, like, bro, you bad. This guy, you, oh boy, you be the best thing after jollof fries. Normal, a regular person would just be like, oh, more, this guy's more chill, man. I be star, man. Everybody, girls like, I be superstar. Any way this label determine, I me get the talent, you know. Many people feel like that all the time.
Yeah, I know.
They don't recognize that it's a team effort.
I remember some time ago, an artist actually said, an artist just said he's bigger than the label.
It can happen at some point where you become
the artist wasn't then.
Okay. So a lot of artists need to, because it has done a lot of, like, artists have bad PR everywhere now. DJs complain about artists. Label owners complain about artists. Managers complain about... It has even made everybody want to be superstars now. If you have your DJ now, your DJ has his own page, your DJ has a PA, your manager has a PA. Everybody's like a superstar. Everybody's like... If you are coming out, your manager is getting stylist. You are getting stylist. Your DJ is getting stylist. All of you are getting...
So your manager have a manager.
You know, because everybody that stayed behind the scene in that time...
Yeah, felt deprived.
Artists did them dirty.
Not all of them.
A lot of artists did a lot of people dirty. I'm not even gonna lie. In your era, you people were the worst. I'm going to tell you people. You guys, because I've seen producers that made 6, 7 classic albums. Cannot buy Toyota.
Now, let me tell you why.
Why?
One of the reasons being that a lot of us back then didn't even know anything about publishing, about royalties. We didn't know a lot of things.
But let me tell you why I will still blame you guys. Based on a level of human decency. If I am a guy that has somebody that's my producer and makes me 2 classic albums, and then I'm rich now, I'm taking care of that guy.
Definitely.
I'm taking care of that guy. I'm making sure that guy is set up for life. Someone made me 2 classic albums that changes my life. That guy is never leaving. That guy must be all right. I know that people must not feel entitled to other people's success or anything.
Yeah. No, but if you had a hand, if you had a major hand in it, of course,
a producer should feel entitled to your success.
Yeah.
You feel like if my producer gives me like a hit like last, Baba, that guy if I buy house here, I go buy house near, so that if you get beats wey sweet like last, the first person go think of
Now
to call,
you.
na me.
I feel
So
you
I
on
feel
that.
like we need to still be kinder to the people that we create music with. Artists need to be kinder to the people that invest in them, and labels too needs to be kinder, because almost some labels just carry exploitation mindset come out.
And come out, yeah.
They just want to
That's
exploit.
why I talked about transparency. But then look at it this way, yeah. You say we need to be kinder. Do you know that if we're actually outright professional, forget sentiments. Just do the right thing and everybody gets paid. You know, and that's a lot of what's happening now. Now I know some producer. I know a producer who no, he's even an artist, but he's a songwriter also. He wrote one of the video songs and all. Boy just bought his second house, and he never grow like that, but from production and songwriting.
It's because of the way
No.
they were
Apart
treated in the
from
past.
no, that's why I said
They
a lot
had,
of people didn't know a lot of things
but
back then.
you know. Let me tell you, the way producers are right now is harder for them to lock in with an unknown artist now. You know, when producers are just like you, the way you said you were, this guy was humming something on the background.
OJB, yeah.
OJB, rest in peace. He was humming something, and you were like, let's hop in the studio. It barely happens now, because if that guy they home something with sweet time, he they save him for Beats Park when he wants send go give.
You see,
the big three.
now that's a platform that's out now, but we didn't have that then. But he and I were already working then.
Yeah,
That's why that could
but
happen.
like, if a producer has a dope beat in their head,
He's thinking of one big
beat
artist,
where they
yeah.
want to give 120 artists will never get any hits. They are saving everything for the top guys, and you know, because the top guys, they are very picky, a lot of things goes to waste. A lot of beats go to waste, because if David record my beat, I know will give anybody that beat until
course
that
not.
song come out. Eventually, most of those songs never make it
Don't
out.
come out. I know.
So it has impacted creativity a lot, the way music is being made these days. Everything is business upfront now. Everybody's business upfront. Nobody wants to actually just first create.
But I think it's working for everybody now. Unfortunately, yeah, like you said, some trenches or some
Upcoming
smaller artists
they
might
hear
not
them
get.
now.
Yeah.
Upcoming artists now, any artist that you see that is upcoming now, that is thriving, they are producing, they are mixing, they are
Or they
mastering.
have somebody funding.
Yes,
Or they have somebody
If you
funding
don't
that
have
can
funding,
afford
or
those big
I have to learn how to
producers.
record myself. I'm even trying to learn how to produce beats now, because I can't leave myself at the mercy of producers anymore.
Yeah. I
But
get you.
anyways, let's move on.
I get you. For every album I dropped, from my first to my third album, I try you so far. I did, for every album I dropped from the first to the third, I actually did like 6 states, 7 states, like a 6, 7 states tour for each of the albums. Funded, self-funded, you know. But now I want to ask you this. Do you think rappers actually tour more? No, do you think they tour less now? And why?
I think artists tour less in Nigeria now because of a lot of things, a lot of factors. The state of the country, the insecurity, the logistics, a lot of things. In your time, when I feel do road trip past 3 states,
Yes, sir.
if you carry any celebrity past 3 states now, they go down the call for inside bush where them bring 40 million come carry. So a lot of things has happened, like, but there are still some states that you can tour in. Lona just recently did a tour. Lona did a tour.
Who?
Lona is my guy. He did a tour, and he toured Nigeria. It was like, I think 16 or 15 states. Or even more. And if he tells the story, I think I don't want to tell his story. I want him to tell his story. It's not an easy task at all.
It's not.
It's just not. Sometimes financially, it's not feasible. Sometimes you have to take a loss. And you know, in this business, to get funding for rappers as a hip hop artist is hard. If you are doing something in a camp, like I'm doing a campus tour for myself next year, early next year, and if you are a rapper, you are doing a campus tour, and you announce that you're doing a campus tour, and you're not as big as OD and maybe Black or like Jericho or the rest of them, a lot of people will not pay attention to you. But people turn up for like lesser known Afrobeat artists that are doing campus tours, because they just, you know, for rappers, I don't know, for some reason, it's just always harder for us. But we always find a way. I feel like if the country becomes safer and a lot of things become better, touring will improve in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So you just released the acoustic version of Ruggedman Baba, and in that song, you're talking about people embracing their mother tongue and their indigenous language. Do you feel like you still appreciate rappers that rap in English as the same way you appreciate indigenous rappers?
Yeah, I definitely appreciate rappers who rap in English, you know. But what I said in Ruggedman Baba was actually I just wanted us to put a face to Nigerian contemporary music. It wasn't saying don't do English. You understand? So the version, what I dropped now is the best of Ruggedman Acoustic Session Volume 1. I actually picked 5 of my old songs and got Fioki, and we did like acoustic, just guitar and the lyrics, that kind of thing. So yes, I definitely I love the mother tongue. I was happy when I did. I don't know how and why it came to me, but it came to me because, okay, well, I know one of the reasons. When Unilag some years ago, a long time ago, and were 4 of us who were to perform Unilag main auditorium. So we performed and we just rapped on, I think it was a crisscross instrumental back then. We rapped in all English, of course, because back then, who were we listening to? NWA, Public Enemy, Dr. Dre, and the
Dr.
likes.
Dre.
So English. So we all rapped in English. There was this particular Fuji artist that performed after us. To me now, Unilag, University of Lagos State, future doctors, lawyers, architects, and co. So I was seeing all of them there. Beautiful girls, guys, and all. But when this Fuji artist came, immediately, do, when I see chicks where they look, say they comport themselves, then pull skirt, begin get down, and everywhere scattered. And I asked myself, what's he doing that we didn't do? Because they didn't scatter when we were, But it was Paul Play that I spoke to at some point, and he told me it definitely was the language. He was connecting more with the people.
Was
Not
the,
like we don't connect with English,
yeah, but like
but the grassroots,
it
and it
connects more
connects
with the grassroots.
everybody.
I get it.
And then I was already writing, I'd written a verse and a half in English. So when I had that conversation with Paul Play, I just went back and I switched everything to pidgin. I put a bit of Yoruba and everything.
I can definitely relate to that because from my city where I'm from, in my city where I'm from, PH, when we speak pidgin a lot because that's the language that's common for all the communities in River State. Pidgin is common for us. So when people want to do a show in Port Harcourt, they always tend to like call me, hey, Dan, this is how they do show. You guys come so that they feel relate to you. Because they feel relate to you. You
So
guys come
yeah.
talk to the people or perform so that everywhere they go first you go get their attention. So I feel like that kind of appreciation that we get when they need us, indigenous rappers, we need to get it on a larger scale.
Larger scale, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they need to, because I feel like people just think that if someone says something in English and I say it in pidgin, it holds more weight in English, because I can be.
Are they sure? Are they sure? Because if you're talking to somebody and you call somebody, you're a goat.
No, it's not in the
No,
terms
no.
of in relation to rap. If we are
Okay.
doing probably a rap battle, and someone do
No, it depends on how you drop a move.
no, it's a step in the pro, the path of the pop at the top. But if you just do all this one, and person just talk normal pidgin, the same, almost the same bar, but people no go really appreciate the pidgin one the same way.
I feel it's the other way around. You know why? Because if I'm talking to you right now, I say, man, you're a
Except
goat.
in recent times,
Listen
no.
now, let me tell you, you're a goat. Yeah. You a woo. So even somebody be able to say, I mean, waiting be woo. But anyway, I get what you're saying, but I get
You
what
know
you're
our
saying.
hip hop heads, they very strict and very rigid.
I learned a long time ago not like I don't send them, but not to oversend them. Because you said something earlier. Yes, they will tell you, do the hip hop, but they don't spend.
They don't
Free
spend at
downloads,
all.
most of you hip hop heads. You understand? And it's not paying. Because I said something a long time ago, like, look, if you don't stream, if you don't download, if you don't pay for it, how does the rapper you like so much,
Hip hop head where they
how
go
does he
dance
pay
on
bills?
piano for club.
You see?
Hip hop head where they go dance oble. When it is time to drag rapper for Twitter, you go there front. But if you time to
Imagine,
watch show,
imagine
you
if he
go.
see you. In fact, we're supposed to do skit. The guy go see you outside dancing. Man, I love your lyrics. You're
Guy,
dope, man. You know what
so
Let's say I did.
I swear, hip hop head they whine us too much. But
You
let's move
understand? So
on.
just do your thing. And I ended that Ruggedy Baba, one of the verses, with the only thing we go make them know where your music come from in the long run, are the fusion of grammar, your slang, and your mother tongue. And I am straight because, well, we thank God. Feel do you feel or do you think rappers need to rap on Afro beats with an S type beat to get more mainstream success?
I feel like you just need to do whatever you need to do to get success, because music is very subjective. You can rap on Afrobeat and nobody pay attention to, especially now that things are changing a lot. Hip hop, I feel like hip hop is coming back. You can rap on any type of beat you like. So if you want to do trap, you do trap. If you have the right strategy, the right marketing, it will work. If you do Afrobeat and you have the right strategy, the right marketing, it will work. Whatever you feel comfortable with, whatever you feel like is going to make you be a little bit more creative. I don't want to sound like, I don't want to box anybody. I don't want anybody to feel like, oh, you have to do music. They don't sing Afro in short, the typical Afrobeat type beat. They don't sing like 1 million song on top. Like right now, we need more pattern, different style.
Exactly. I wanted you to respond first because this was kind of like what made me go into when I did Baraje back then. If you hear from the beginning, I said for those that say I don't have a dance track because I was doing the Peace of War was hard. Was hard though. I still mixed it up with the language, But then of course, maybe I guess the haters then were like they were looking for something to complain about. So they were like, yeah, at least you don't have a dance track. So I said, for those that say I don't have a dance track, but what I now did with it was I got a singer
To do
Simeon to do the hook. And then of course I did my thing. But I know I didn't go as hard because I wanted it to be a
feel
party
it's because
thing,
you're versatile. You can, if you're versatile, obviously you
You
can
can
do
do
whatever you
anything.
want to
Yeah,
do.
you don't have to
As
be
long as
one
you,
track
now
minded.
to sing the song self no be issue.
Yep.
You go feel push am.
Can you push it?
Market it. If you feel like you have the strength and the budget to market and the strategy, do whatever you like. Sing reggae self,
Yep.
sing rap, trap, hip hop, Afrobeat, Latino music, do samba from Brazil self. No worry. Do funk. No worry.
Because one thing I always say, you can't fight success.
At all.
You
If you
can't fight
succeed at
success.
anything you're doing, you know what you're doing. But if you just start, you go sound like saying you don't know what they do. Now who make them? Now be successful man.
Yes, so.
Now you sabi what they do. You understand? So yeah, that's it basically. So for me, based on your wahala that you had in the past with Nice and mentoring Nice, do you feel like it has affected the way you like the way you might maybe you might not want to mentor more artists now?
This question, this issue, it has
This is
trailed
your
me.
issue.
It's like, I know it has trailed, it's like a shadow. This thing was like, how many, almost 10, 12
15
years ago?
years.
15 years ago. Yeah, well, it was bad. It lasted 6 years, as in the whole back and forth lasted 6 years until he now apologized and all whatnot. But it, me being the kind of person I am, it's never stopped me. It's never stopped me because I've even gone as far as I'm more of a humanitarian now. I even do a whole lot of stuff, helping out people from police brutality, getting people out who have been illegally locked up and all whatnot, getting their money back and all that. I've even done that. I do that a lot. I've gone as far as having a radio show. I have a radio show called Waiting Day with Ruggedman where people actually, for victims to call in with their issues, and I connect them with lawyers who take up their cases pro bono
Well, you did try.
and stuff like
I don't
that.
go lie,
So
you're trying because for me, I feel like the way this country is set up, is set up to witch hunt good people.
yes,
Like it's set up for good people to fail.
to feel
Because
yes,
the moment you start to be good, it's like you're fighting against principalities and powers.
powers.
You start to face challenges. The moment you start to try to do something good, automatically, even the people you are doing good for, I
They're
don't
the
know if
ones
it's a
that will.
mentality something or if it's something, if it's like something ingrained in our DNA that makes us just
Drizzy,
we fight the wrong people.
I'm living proof. I came out and I spoke against fraud. I was in the UK and young Nigerian men attacked me in UK because I was speaking up against fraud. You understand? So I understand exactly when you said when you show that you're good, because I'm sorry to say, Nigeria, a lot of people see us as bad people and all whatnot, and it's only because a lot of you enable bad things to happen. You're now making it seem like
It's
doing
normal.
bad is normal. It's not. We have mental problem. A lot of Nigerians have mental issues, but they don't know.
I mean, I know this conversation
You
we
know?
even get now. I know if he contributes.
Yeah.
I know
Why?
life for you.
Before they last start coming for you unnecessarily.
Who go pay for my who go pay for me to see me perform? who, who has the which 9 to 5 get the money to pay for me to pay my house rent for this Lagos? 9 to 5 people, I'm so sorry. You people, you people are afterthoughts now. Sorry. Because like when I don't get budget. No, when I don't get budget, no be
Oh,
our fault.
God help
We have to
us.
survive.
God help us.
But if 5 Yahoo boys call you and say, Ruggedman, let's fund you 90 million for your next project. You go collect or you don't collect?
Well, it depends on how they come. Now, because if they come out and say, Baba, we do fraud, I no go collect. Do you know how many times
They
you've
don't go tell you,
collected?
say,
That's what I'm saying. If I know, I will not go collect. That's just how I am. Especially because of what everybody knows I stand for.
"Una give me,
I no go collect. You understand?
una give me."
But what I will tell you is this. Do you know how many people that have given you money that are into fraud that you don't know?
I don't know. Una give me
Thank
money,
you.
sha. I don't know where I won't get the money from, but if the money clean, I bring and come.
See if the money clean.
If the
I
money
want to
clean,
say
now,
that they did the money.
if the money clean, put am here, give me.
But
Because see, I follow do NSAS. I follow do many good things for this country, bro. I did NSAS and I fought against like, or even some people wanted to speak to us, like NDC wanted to come and talk. I'd say, no, we're angry, we're fighting.
They called me.
The
They
day
did
we
so many,
governor
bro.
come out, I going to River State to do this protest. The day we governor come out, people we know even they when protesters go there, go represent
go
us. The day we government do one Bonaway homecoming where they begin drag me and abuse me. Bro, the people where I fight oppose government for, now them be the people where they forefront, they insult me, say, why I go government come here, I no go, I don't do that, I do that. I say, well, shall we say we no send government again? Which one we when they insult me again? No, but Nigeria are special people, man. I love them, and I just.
But what I do is I do what I do. I do it for me. I don't do it because of clout. I don't do it because I want the next man to praise me. Nah. So I do it for me, and as long as
No,
I'm
that's
good,
what
I'm good.
what I learned to. I do things for me
do
too.
it for you.
But
don't do it because you want
very
people to hail
heartbreaking.
you. Oh no,
It's very heartbreaking to do things, and you look at the way people Nigerians pay you back, because you don't expect any money. It's not, when I say pay back, it's not in terms of money or financially or anything. The way Nigerians respond to you, if the government institution is fighting against you because you fought against them, the way Nigerians will treat you, it will, because the Nigerian institution can frame it in a way that you are evil, you are this, and Nigerians, we all know say these people they lie. These people then be don't lie and say they take our money. But now, the thing when they talk about me, all of a sudden, when they believe saying they talk true. So it's just funny because when, especially, let me use this example. When Super Eagles, they play bad, when they attack Nigerian players, they attack all the boys. And I'll be like, bro, but you know that they play football and the people that organize these things for them are in Nigerian institutions that are full of Nigerians that we know are bad people. Why can't we hold the main people accountable? They feel like, no, now then they play the ball. But like, you don't know their mental state when they go inside that pitch. You don't know the things they guys deal with behind the scene with all those people who just care about only their pockets. You guys now where everybody don't they see say, okay, if in as much as it's Nigerians representing them, representing us out there, it's an institution that backs them up that is corrupt, that we need to dismantle to make them perform better.
Or at least hold accountable.
They need to hold anybody accountable. Now anybody with home money, now they if you hold money, they need to hold you accountable. Now poor man, they hold accountable. My own for you, don't be poor in Nigeria. All right, it was nice. It was nice.
Drizzy!
I don't want to call you OG, because if I call that OG, now when they pursue person for music,
no mind there. But wait, the EP, your EP is
Life on the Wave. I dropped Life on the Wave, 6-track EP, solid. I have Ajibor Solar, Aguero Banks, and Psycho YP on it. Dope songs. And I'm sure you will find something there for you. You find something. If you want dance, bedu, active. And he also dropped something.
Yes, so I dropped the Best of Ruggedman Acoustic Session Volume 1. I took like 5 of my best songs, got Fioki on the guitar, just the guitar and the bars. So go check both EPs out. They're out on all music platforms.
How do you feel trying to push music in this our era now? How do you feel?
Try to what?
Push music in our era, in this era?
It's definitely different, but I've always been an internet person. So like I said in Baraja, I blend with the trend, stay forever like culture. So I'm here with you. If you like Gen Z, we died here.
You know, I tell Gen Z people, him be Gen Z before. Now just say they call a different name for that. Now when you know they did 33, you know, since Gen Z they always do like say they discover something new, like say now they be the first to live this life. By the time you hit 32 and you enter club, they know they give you for glass again, they give you bill receipts now. You know, say, by the time they start to give you the receipts to pay, now you go realize say there's more to life than doing different color on your hair. Anyways,
nice
it was
one,
nice.
bro. It was nice.